You know what I hate, and yes, I do hate. So I think one of the ways to get the hate out is to express it. I don't know. I don't know if I hate it, but wait a second. I forgot what I hate. Um, oh, um, when people are like, oh yeah, they just want attention. He wants attention, or like if like an emo person is cutting themselves, or like, oh, they just want attention. You know what? Yeah, they probably do want attention. And you know what? Is that a fucking bad thing? When people are in pain, usually they want attention. You know what I mean? To be honest, I want fucking attention. I want mad attention. Why do you think I'm on here? I want to be fucking heard. I want a voice. I don't feel like I have a voice. That's one thing that I think is fucked up with the youth of America and just the fascism in general, is that every system seems to be failed, and we put our hope and our everything in these professionals, and they fail us, and we feel like we failed them when we try to get help for um, what we're feeling, you know, or um, I guess at the end of the day, you really got to help yourself. Self ownership, and it's not easy to do sometimes. When people have tried to help you your whole life, like myself. Um, but yeah, like I'm gonna be 30, and it's like scary because it's like kind of feels like the end in a way. Um, 27 kind of felt like that because of the whole 27 club thing, and but I don't know. Anyways, so I'm not a teenager, but I think about uh, you know uh, those years and how fucked up they were, and um, like adult problems compared to the adolescent problems and how they're different, but I don't know. Sometimes I still feel like a child because I uh, I haven't done a lot as an adult, I guess, or whatever. But anyways, yeah. Um, like kids, kids aren't assholes. They're just ignorant, and I think like the school district and things like that, they don't help. Um, they don't help with letting people think for themselves, unless you're outcast and you see things from a different point of view. Um, but anyways, if if you're suffering and if you want attention, I mean, like, okay, like I'll admit, like I used to cut myself, and the reason why I began cutting myself was, well, I went to an outpatient after I was admitted into the hospital, and I never knew anything about cutting, and I saw this girl. I won't mention her name or anything, but she had cuts all over her arm, and I didn't understand why, but all what she expressed is how it made her feel good, and it was like it took the pain away. It made everything go away. It made her feel completely better, and I was like, damn, it does. I gotta try that. So it was a mixture of wanting relief, not knowing how to get it, um, you know, and then it kind of became a habit. But yeah, I did want attention, of course. Um, I wanted people to see it. I wanted people to know I was in pain. Um, but I don't think that makes it any less of a problem because I, well, I cut. I mean, I regret it. Like I got all these cuts on my arms now that are noticeable. You know, and for what? I can't even get tattoos a lot because they're all over. And yeah, I cut myself pretty deep sometimes, and I could have died, or I mean, it's dangerous. Um, you know, um, but I don't do that rarely at all anymore. um, it's sort of a, when you don't feel like good about, when I don't feel good about myself, it's something that it's sort of like a masochistic type of self-loathing thing. But anyway, yeah, people want attention because they don't feel good, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it makes perfect sense. Um, and if people can't deal with that, then they're not worth your time. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. I'm trying to give back what I can in some way, from what I've been through, which is not much. I don't think that like I've had it that bad, you know. But I know people who have had it much worse, you know. So I don't know. It's I don't know. I just nobody deserves to suffer, and that it's like I guess subconsciously I've allowed myself to suffer because the help that I sought was the only help that I thought there was, and now I'm much older and things are manifesting and I need help, I guess, in some way, and I'm crying out for help, just like I was when I was younger, you know, which is pathetic, I guess, in a way, but not really, I guess. Just don't get down on yourself. I don't know if this video did anything for anybody, but if it did, it's good because it's what I've been trying to do. Is just give back from my experience. It's all I feel like I can do to help other people. You know, people act like really they only see us as cliches, and we're judged for whatever reasons. You know, suburbanite, basement dwelling, drug addled, cutting, emo, whatever. Uh, you know, disabled, social security, whatever, you know. And people will say, you know, like my therapist said, you know, I'm a victim, and it's like first of all, I take responsibility. I take too much responsibility for everything that I've caused and done. I made my bed and I lie in it, you know. Um, so, and I don't blame. I honestly forgive, and I don't blame anybody but myself. And that's something I'm also working on because I can't blame myself, and I don't want to be a victim. Um, and, um, I don't think I am a victim. Um, and at the end of the day, I guess you really can't give a fuck what other people think about you because you gotta see what you're doing, the progress you're making, and even if it's small, you gotta say, okay, that's something, and then you know keep adding everything you're doing. You know, if you just you know some people say just tell yourself you love yourself or you're proud of yourself every day, and it doesn't work. It feels fake. But I guess if you just notice all the things that you're doing that are good, even if they're whatever, and even if nobody else sees them, you see them. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what your mom thinks, what your dad thinks, or what your uncle thinks, or what your sister thinks, or what your family thinks, or what your friends think, or what your teacher thinks, or what your counselor, therapist thinks, or you know, it's what you think about yourself, and and that's a process that said the goose to the gander, but I'm working on it. So if I could give anything back to anybody, you know, all I know is that I've suffered for a very long time, and I don't know all the answers yet. You know, I'm still trying to figure everything out about, you know, because I've self-medicated for a long time, and it's with prescription drugs, because the ones that I was prescribed never seemed to help, and it was just this sort of a thing that got, you know, cycled. But I'm getting better at that, and that's something that I'm proud of. You know, I'm not using like I used to use, and so so that's something to be proud of. And you could just die. You could just die, and hopelessly and sad and fast, whether it's suicide or an overdose or an accidental cut. You know, that's one way to do it. You could just say fuck it. Who gives a fuck? But I don't know. I guess I gotta think. Do you really want to live? Do you really want to live, or are you just hiding? Are you hiding from the world? And if you realize, yeah, you don't, you lost, you feel defeated, or you don't see hope, then I don't know. It's like rock bottom or something. It's like you gotta get some kind of help. You gotta, you know, it's like when you can't help yourself. I mean, it's hard to ask for help sometimes, and in a lot of different ways. A lot of different ways, and sometimes it feels like you can't function. I know, and it's like, and you just, I guess the only thing I can do is think about the moments. Like if I'm really depressed or something, I think about the moments. Like there've been good moments in my life. There've been great moments, even if I was high or fucked up. I mean, I've had great moments. I take that back. I don't want to think about being high or fuck. I mean, just moments, good moments. I think about the good moments, and that, you know, like this too shall pass and whatnot. And it does. I don't like, you know, like sleeping on it, going to bed and like just like depressed and like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking, I don't know. I want to be happy. I do. Today I woke up and I was like, I didn't feel good, but I wanted to be happy, and I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but like I said, I don't know. Like if we could all help ourselves through our creativity or expression, you know, even if it's just words, like you know, like I'm trying to do my stupid social media thing, and you know, just we all gotta help out, you know, each other. You know, you could comment on this, but I'd rather you make your own video response, tell how you feel, and then that person could tell how they feel. But that's not gonna happen. This isn't gonna get views. I know. This is just gonna be another piece of shit that people will judge. You know. But I don't care. You know. I, I can't care. I can't care. I don't like myself enough to care anyways, but um, there has to be something out there for me and for you, and I know I'm not alone, and so um, if we can use creativity as a way to escape, if we could feel like we're heard, if we could express ourselves and the things that we see from our perspectives, from feeling outcast or alienated or unheard, that or lonely or whatever we feel. It takes guts to express that, and I respect that. You know, whatever somebody has to say, like if I'm on my Facebook group or something, and somebody writes something, it's really cool to hear what other people feel and think, and it inspires you. Yeah.